Well, it's ready for its ride home. That grader hasn't been home in 15 to 20 years. Well, my 65 white brought home another toy that hasn't been home for 15 to 20 years. You may have seen me go and start it a few weeks ago. But the white didn't make it home completely without incident. About halfway home, the cab started to fill up with blue smoke coming up through the hole in the floor where the shifter boot should be. And by the time I came to a stop, the smoke had cleared up. It smelled like burning rubber. After I came to a stop, I got out, opened the hood, and looked it all over and couldn't determine where it came from. But now after I got home, I've looked closer and you see the fan belt is super loose. It would never charge like that. And it looks like it's been slipping bad. So I don't know if it's possible for the alternator to have seized and didn't come free again and that it burned the belt, because the smoke cleared up as quickly as it appeared. My first step is going to be tighten the belt and check to see if it charges. And I'll take the belt off and see if the bearings have any rough spots in them at all. At the least, I need to replace this belt. Now I'll go look at the grader and show you a little bit of that. It's an Austin Western road grader, probably from the late 40s, I'd say, or the early 50s. It's powered by an International UD9 engine, I think, but it could possibly be a 14. I don't know them that well, just looking at them. Now, an Austin Western is four-wheel drive, four-wheel steer. Up on the trailer, you can see the underside real good. It's all manual drive, meaning manual transmission, manual clutch. I think it's 3 speeds, forward, 1 reverse, and then an auxiliary shift for high and low range, possibly. I don't rightly remember. Other than the drive, it's an all-hydraulic machine, including the steering. So it's actually an easy machine to operate. No knuckle busting like the Caterpillars. All the hydraulic features work except for the side shift or whatever you call it on the blade. That's never been hooked up, so it's never been tried. Because I've known this machine, it was my old neighbor's. I actually remember when he bought it from one of the other neighbors. Here's the view. Here's the view from inside the cab from the operator station. As you can see, it doesn't have a steering wheel. It is kind of unusual to operate because this is for the front steer and you are constantly correcting yourself because the wheels turn and stop, turn and stop. So when you're grading, it isn't so bad once you get used to it. But 15 years ago when I drove it to my friend's place, it's about 20 miles. In 20 miles driving on the road, it just about drove me crazy, constantly correcting. And this is the lever for the rear steer, when you want to steer on the back. So it'll actually make quite a tight circle when you turn front and rear. So that's about it. I'll do a video when I unload it, but I think I'm done for today. Thanks again for watching.